I think a lot of business owners underappreciate the power of awareness and brand authority because they're too busy chasing the wins of today.
Yeah.
And I get it, right? Like we've all got bills to pay, we've all got revenue that we need to bring in. And yes, today's wins are very important. But unless you want to be chasing today's wins every day, you've got to start dedicating some time to tomorrow, the day after, next week, next month, next year. And you do that through awareness and authority building. And I love that approach because I speak to a lot of business owners who run multiple businesses and they're always concerned, like, how do I talk about, like, they're so different. How do I talk about both businesses on my personal profile? And my answer is always the same. It's like, you don't talk about either. You don't need
Yeah.
to talk about either. You talk about talk about
Yeah.
your philosophy, your personality, your beliefs, your opinions, your expertise, and your passions. And if you do all of that, you come across in the right way, people are going to become curious about what they can get from you and investigate themselves. They'll have an idea. They'll see it from your headline or whatever, but you'll drive them through curiosity and intrigue into what it is that you're trying to do.
One really interesting point there for me that gives me great satisfaction that I know it works. So say we do get to interview stage for a tender and we'll be at question and answer time at the end. And there's been quite a few occasions that people will comment that are in the interview stage and say, we can really tell that you live, breathe, and really care about the adaptation world because we see it, it's there. And when I get that, I really know that effort is worthwhile because you can go along sometimes, not have loads of likes, not have loads of, you do have to forget about that because if you're connected to the right people, whether they've liked it or not, they're seeing it. And it might, just because they haven't commented doesn't mean that it's not imprinted somewhere on the brain.
Exactly. Again, I see so many people who worry so much about those vanity metrics, and
Yeah.
they have a place. Don't get me wrong. Like the vanity metrics, they do have a place, and they can be discussed and should be discussed. Should always keep track of them. But people don't delve into like second and third degree analytics behind things, right? So I'm a big fan of looking at demographics of things, and I'm always looking at what sort of job titles do the viewers of my courses have, because I
Yeah.
could care less if I get 500 views, 200 views, or 20,
Yeah.
as long as the 20 are the right people that are thinking about or might think about buying my services. It's the important thing. Forget about the impressions. Impressions,
Yeah.
by I have to say, is one of my big bugbears. Thank you, LinkedIn, for making views even
Yeah.
more vague so that we can purchase ad time and sponsor it so that we can get more impressions. Lovely, great touch. If you could, I'm going to take a slightly different track to our podcast than what I normally do. I guess
Okay.